You know, product photography used to feel like this huge tax on just getting an idea out there. Weeks of planning, thousands of dollars, sometimes like 5 grand for one shoot, and the assets, static. But now that whole cost structure is just collapsing. It's a major economic shift happening right now. Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're giving you a bit of a shortcut, really digging into the source material on Google's AI models, especially this system they call Nano Banana. It's basically erasing the visual marketing budget as we knew it.
That really is the core of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So many teams are just playing with these tools like it's a fun little toy, making weird edits maybe, but the sources, they show the real players are using this like an enterprise-level machine. We're moving past the novelty stage today. Yeah, our mission here is pretty straightforward. We're unpacking 10 specific proven strategies. These aren't just theories. These are ways to take this cool from, entertainment into a system that can genuinely cut your visual production costs by over 90%. Seriously, we want you to be the one putting this into action like next week.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. Before we jump straight into the strategies, we need to get the basics right. Specifically, Google's two-model approach. Think of it less like one single AI tool and more like a really focused toolkit. It's kind of the difference between starting with a totally blank canvas versus opening a Photoshop file where your product's already perfectly cut out, just waiting for a new background.
Exactly. And Nano Banana, that's your specialized editor in this toolkit. The sources actually call it the Remixer. Its whole specialty is keeping the subject consistent while you make rapid edits. This solves a huge problem. Like if you try to use a regular generative model to make 50 versions of the same product, you instantly lose the lighting, the angle, the shadows just drift. It gets expensive to fix. The Remixer stops that drift.
Right. And that leads perfectly into the second model, Imagen 4. The sources frame this one as the creator, so this is why you start from scratch, zero. It's built for generating completely original assets. Its real strength is that high-quality photorealistic look, the fine details that make something look truly professional, not just AI-generated.
And here's a really key piece of info. You can access the basics of both models through the regular Gemini app, sure. But if you really want that full granular control, we're talking lighting specifics, composition choices, advanced options you need to be using AI Studio, that's where you define the tiny variables that make an image good versus, perfect.
Okay, you mentioned AI Studio, and the source material also talks about a custom GM. For someone learning this, what is a GM, practically speaking?
Good question. Think of it like turning your AI into a specific kind of photographer with a very particular style. It's like a preloaded set of instructions, a persona for the AI.
So simplifying this whole two-model strategy then, why is separating them so powerful? High-quality creation versus fast editing. What's the real strategic edge there?
It boils down to consistency and iteration speed. You can remix endlessly without the image degrading.
That ability to test instantly, that's the foundation. Okay, let's dive into the strategies, starting with the most obvious cost saving. Strategy 1, professional product shots. No studio needed. The AI approach here uses what the sources call the inspiration-driven process. You basically find an image with the exact mood or lighting you want, like building a Pinterest board just for the AI. Then you build that custom GM we mentioned, telling it about the environment, the light source direction, the color mood you're after.
And here's where it gets really practical. That aspect ratio hack. It's huge for production teams. You need a perfect square for Instagram. Just upload your product image right next to a blank Canva template of that square size. The AI just locks onto those dimensions. Simple.
Okay, strategy 2. This is where marketing gets more human, right? Lifestyle marketing photos that actually sell. Because just a product floating in white space, it doesn't tell a story. Customers need to picture themselves using it. Yeah, we're talking about generating scenes like that urban commuter backpack actually on someone using public transport. Or visualizing maybe a complex software dashboard screenshot, but showing it being used by a busy marketer working remotely. The scene adds the crucial context.
Then there's strategy 3, which is like having a crystal ball for product development. This uses AI to answer that super expensive question.
Yeah,
but will people actually buy this specific color, like this shade of teal?
right. So you generate tons of photorealistic product variations, different textures, colors, patterns before you even think about expensive manufacturing contracts. Then you take those AI images and use them in social media polls. Get real data fast. I have to admit, I still wrestle with pumped drift myself sometimes. Beat. Especially when I'm trying to keep the exact same lighting across, say, 20 different test variations. The AI can kind of forget the scene setup.
Oh yeah, that struggle is definitely real. But it actually leads right into strategy 4. the 360-degree product video. You can use the Remixer's strength, that consistency, by generating multiple angles, front, side, top-down view, all within a single chat session so the style stays locked in. Then you take those image frames and feed them into an AI video tool, one that has a start-in frame feature. It animates a smooth rotation. Now, super important disclosure, the sources highlight. Always state clearly when imagery is AI-assisted. You have to maintain that customer trust.
Okay, strategy 5 is about scaling up A/B testing, creating the clone army. This is the template method. You upload several different product images alongside one single creative template that performs well, maybe a banner layout that worked great before.
Right. And the AI then plugs each of those products into that proven ad style. Instantly, you've got maybe 20 different ads all ready to test. But there's a critical limitation here. Don't ask the AI to put text directly in the images yet. Add your text overlays in post-production. The models still aren't great at rendering text accurately inside the picture.
Thinking about the efficiency gain here, what's the single biggest functional advantage from these first 5 strategies, if you had to nail it down?
It's the power to instantly generate, test, and even discard creative ideas without any sunk cost.
That ability to test instantly, yeah, that's a massive shift for product teams. But building a brand, that takes more than just product shots, right? You need a whole visual infrastructure. So let's get into strategies 6 through 10. These focus more on the bigger picture brand and concept assets.
Okay, strategy 6 is the pitch deck builder. Super useful. Let's say stakeholders need to see what new branded merch might look like: a company cap, maybe a hoodie. Just upload your logo, maybe some brand guidelines. The AI generates professional-looking mock-ups. Then it can even create lifestyle shots with models actually wearing or using those items realistically.
Strategy 7 is dubbed the stock photo killer. And the goal here is clear. Get custom, high-impact visuals that are unique to your brand, not generic stuff everyone else uses. The source material calls this the inspiration analysis method. You find a reference banner ad you really admire, screenshot it, feed it to AI Studio, and ask for, say, 3 unique concepts inspired by that mood or style. And the quality you get back from these Google models is often really impressive. We're talking like 7 MB plus high-res files ready for print or big digital displays.
Whoa. Seriously, just imagine having the ability to crank out 10,000 unique, non-generic banner images in one day, all ready for rapid A/B testing across dozens of campaigns. That completely redefines what a marketing budget even means. The scale is incredible.
Strategy 8 helps with brand consistency, the brand mascot factory. This solves a common headache. If you have a mascot or a brand character, you upload the existing design. Then you prompt for specific expressions: happy, surprised, giving a thumbs up, whatever you need.
Yeah, the AI keeps the character's identity locked in, and boom, you instantly have a whole library of PNG files. Perfect for sticker sets, branded emojis, little icons for your communications. Super handy.
And for building that cohesive feel, especially on visual platforms, Strategy 9 gives you the cinematic universe. Success on places like Instagram really demands a consistent visual story. So upload a style reference image, ask the AI to plan out a visual series based on it.
Then it generates a set of, say, 3 to 5 images that all follow that same style and narrative thread. Cohesion built in.
Finally, Strategy 10. The interior designer, or maybe better put, professional mood board development. This solves internal communication problems instantly. You give it maybe 1 to 3 style references, define a theme like minimalist luxury, for example, then ask for a complete mood board.
It'll generate the color palette, cohesive visual elements, gives everyone involved clear, unified direction from the start.
Okay, thinking about a team launching a totally new brand identity from scratch. Which one of these concept tools gives them the most critical, instant clarity internally?
Definitely the mood board development. It provides the essential, unified visual roadmap for everybody. Mid-roll sponsor read. Okay, so we've walked through the how-to, the technical side. Now, let's talk about the professional playbook that the sources really emphasize. And the absolute prime directive here is transparency. The ethical guidelines are crystal clear. You must always disclose when content is synthetic, when it's AI generated. And specifically, you absolutely have to avoid using AI to fake authentic human experiences. Like, don't create fake user-generated content or fake customer testimonial photos. That kind of simulation just obliterates trust.
Yeah, and the return on investment here, the ROI, it creates what the sources actually call the unfair advantage. Let's put some numbers on it. A traditional photo shoot. Thousands of dollars, weeks of time. the AI way. It's essentially zero cost per asset generated, and the time drops from weeks to minutes. That translates directly to cost savings of 70, even 90%. And the speed of creating and iterating on assets, it's 10 to 50 times faster. It's like a speed of light change for creative work.
Absolutely. And the skills needed to succeed now, to future-proof yourself, they're shifting. It's less about knowing how to physically light a product on set and more about sophisticated prompt engineering. It's about translating detailed brand guidelines into AI parameters and, crucially, knowing the ethical application. Plus, you have to keep watching the tech improvements in text rendering, better scene composition with multiple elements. It's evolving fast.
And the long-term effect of all this, it creates this strategic flywheel, as the sources put it. Creative teams get freed up. They can stop focusing on the manual grind and focus entirely on high-level strategy, the why behind the creatives. And businesses, they gain incredible campaign agility. They can react to market shifts almost in real time.
So if that transparency, avoiding simulation, is the prime directive, what's the single biggest risk? The existential threat if marketers just ignore the disclosure part.
It's damaging your brand reputation, possibly permanently. You undermine that core authenticity audiences demand. Hashtag outro.
So the big idea to take away here is really profound. This isn't just, about getting slightly better pictures cheaper. It's a fundamental economic reshaping of the entire creative process. It unlocks unlimited testing, real-time optimization of visuals, things that were just completely impossible even 5 years ago.
The source material suggests starting small, maybe implementing just one strategy this week, but thinking about the sheer speed of this new process, this incredibly fast, scalable, creative fire hose. If every photo shoot is essentially free and instantaneous, what's the new value of true originality?
And maybe more importantly, how do we train creative leaders to prioritize strategy when they suddenly have access to unlimited visual assets? Something to think about. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into these AI visual marketing strategies and this new creative workflow.
Yeah, I would definitely encourage you to keep exploring the source material yourself, try things out, implement what you've learned, and really start building that unfair advantage.
We'll see you next time.